Howdy y'all and welcome to Jab Plays. Today we're going to be picking up where we left off on Immortality Factory. So the last time we were together, we were making all of this to make these green things and the peace symbols. They're technically called, I don't know what they're called. Equalized orbs and animanium bars. So what we're going to do is we're going to spin the bars to unlock these things, since we have plenty of them, and we'll continue to make more. So by doing that, I have a plan. So we'll disconnect that, put that in there. We'll move this over here, connect that into there. And then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna cycle this into, I need a splitter or a merger. Yeah, can I get a merger? All right, and this is coming from where? Yo, where are you coming from? Already had a merger. My bad. I need to put this in there. I need to see what this turns into. It turns into a gold coin, which is good because we need the gold coins to make more of these. And research. And we'll get this going, and look at that. It is going fast. And we're gonna unlock easier gems. Not exactly sure what easier gems are, but we're gonna find out in about 28 more. I'm glad that I stockpiled these green things. But the sad thing is I don't know if we have enough to be able to get this going. But we're going to find out in just a couple of seconds. Alright, so we unlocked that. We'll go ahead and do that, and let's see what easier gems are. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5 of these to make one of these instead of 10. Alright, that's cool. What we're working on now is a new recipe, surreal sheet. I would imagine it's going to take these and make it into something. Not quite sure. But the other thing is, we're going to be saving gold coins to make this. So we're at 2019. So we have basically used our stockpile. These are going to be burned through. They eventually go through. They're making gold coins. So they're going to supply these as fast as they can go. And then what we can do is we can take this whole gold coin line, which is here and here, and basically take this line and shoot it directly into here, into the future, when we need this. So I'm going to go ahead and let this run. Hopefully we don't get any backups, and I will bring you back after we get 14 more. Alright, looks like we've got one more. And it'll be here any second, and got a little bit of backup going on in here, but that's okay. So we've unlocked the metal. How do we make the metal? All right, so the metal is this, and this makes those, which we're gonna need in the nearest future. The next thing I want to unlock is easier flesh. We need 30 gold coins, so let's work on that next. And I kind of have, no, put that in there. I do have an idea. So if we take this, go from here to there. Will that work? maybe. Or I can do it this way. Hang on a second. Let me disconnect that. Put that there. Hit research. And then basically we can continue to make these green things. We'll just, because we're continuing to make these are going to turn into a gold coin on their own when they go in here. You're going to see it plop, plop, plop. Then it's going to go directly into here. So at that point, we just need 26 of them, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So here's what's going to happen is, instead of trying to get the gold coins any other way, we're just going to let this entire thing run the way it's running, and we will slowly unlock this. That way I don't have to redo anything. I don't have to tear anything apart. Everything is good. So while we're doing that, let's take a look at it and say easier, cheaper vial of blood refinement is what we're getting. So which one is blood? Mana dust, vial of blood. All right, so it's that. So I'm guessing that it's going to be less of these to make that, or yeah, I think that's what it's going to be is or it's going to be, this is going to be cheaper. I'm not exactly sure which is the case, but I'm guessing it's going to be, actually you said refinement, so instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to make one of these, maybe it makes it cheaper. And if that's the case, I'm glad that I waited before we started working on that, because honestly, that is the next. Oh, wait. What are you? Unlocks the new machine, ritual infuser, but I need 800 of these. Is that rich air? I just need 800 rich air? I mean, that's like the easiest thing in the world to make. I don't know if that's the case or not, but we'll look at it. All right, so we got 17 more. I'm just gonna let this run, and I will bring you all back when it's done. All right, we're down to the last one, and it should be popping any second now. All right, let's see if I was right. I was right. So this is now 3 to 1. So now we're looking at, we need to make these bad boys, and I'm not exactly sure how to make those bad boys. We need to make these. So in order to make these, we need to make those. All right, so we're gonna have to basically change the entire lineup. And in order to change the entire lineup, let's disconnect that. We'll let whatever's in the system continue into the system and do what it's doing. And do I have any? I do. So let's do this. I'm curious to see. I need a large merger. Can I get one large merger? Maybe. Or, I have to make them. Can I? Well, hang on a second. I could probably steal one. I can steal this one because it's not being used. So, let's see. I can get 5 of these bad boys. Let's do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I just want to see if I was reading that right. Take this bad boy, put this over here, put that into there, and I did read that right. Holy cow. All right. Well, here. We'll just get all 5 of you. Just, well, if 5's better, I can get 3 more. Let's see. Can I grab another big merger? I've got one here. Okay, so if we do 4 and 4, take this one, put that into there, and Bob's your uncle. I don't know if it's going to back up or not, but it seems to be working fine. Now what I can do is I can change these because they prioritize out of from bottom to top. All right, so it looks like I'm going to have maybe 1 stuck. This is the one I'm concerned about right here. It appears to be doing just fine. So we had 800, it's at 631. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a cup of coffee and I'm gonna figure out how we're gonna go about unlocking the darker recipes. So let me put pen to paper and do some ciphering, and I'll be right back. All right, we're back, guys. So I made a temporary thing right here. Let's get one of these, put that there, so we can stockpile, so you can kind of see what's going on. So, we're coming in here, making the air into crystals. The crystals are coming in here. The sand is coming in here to make obsidian. The vial is coming in here. We need 2 of them, and then it's going to disintegrate into 3 things. 2 of the moon waters, we're taking 1 of the pink dust and sinking it, 1 into here, and then the purple, oh good lord, the mana dust. Taking 1 of the mana dust in here to make coins. We're taking 1 of the pink dust, the chaos salt, to make coins also. And coming in here, and this is making 1 of the red. 3 of the reds make 1 of these, and basically this is what it is that we're trying to get to. So this is just a mock-up to give an idea of what it is that we're working with. And you know, research. Turn the research on and we'll continue researching. So now that I have an idea of what it is that we're going to do, the question is, how can I make all this do that? So, no. Let's see if I can move stuff around. Let's see, I need at least this setup. So I need at least 4. So we'll put all this back into place, like so. And we'll wire this all up. Yep, no. But I need to disconnect everything. grab that, put that in there, grab that, and put this into here. And then we'll figure out how we're gonna make this work. So the best thing to do is just, let's make room. You know what I need? I need the ability to make some obsidian, so I can make some big splitters, or big mergers. Oh, that's not a big merger, you big dummy. Let's try it again. I need not a merger, but a big merger. Dang it. Click the button, Jab. Okay. One big merger. So here's the idea. The idea is we'll take 1, 2, and 3, and we're just going to throw this into a sink for right now, just to clear that out. Then we're going to take one of these and we'll plug one into there and one into there. Oh, well, no, we need to merge them. Okay, so if we do that for one, I have to do that for the other. So we'll put that into there, this into here, and Bob's your uncle. So that gets this all going. So now if we look over here, I need one of these. Put here-ish. I need the ability to make a coin. So let's get a coin maker. And we'll put a coin maker there. And let me get this. We'll plug that into there. That'll be a buffer. If I put that in there, does this make more than one coin? I believe it does. All right, it makes more than one coin. So that's perfect. Then we can take a moon, or that and that'll make one of these. All right, so we're getting somewhere. And then I have a merger and a vault. We put that into there, that into there. Now I need a merger and a sink. Hey, hang on a second. All right. Oh, there is a finish the game thing. All right, cool. I don't know what we unlocked, but we unlocked, oh, this. So we unlocked the ritual infuser. All right, cool. So we are seeing that there is an end of the game, which is cool. So now we'll work on, we're working on these next. So in order to do that, there's that. All right, so now all I have to do is find a resource sink and put the resource sink there, and there. Those go into the trash can. All right, that's beautiful. So now all I have to do is do the same thing that I did here. So let's grab another coin maker. We'll grab this coin maker, put that bad boy up there. We'll put that into there. I need another one of these. Put this in here. There's one. There's two. You go there, like so. Into there. Into there. This goes into there. And now all I gotta do is find a giant merger. Move this one out of the way. Put that there. Grab a trash can. Put the trash can here. And all we're doing is taking 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now all I have to do is put here 1, 2, get one more trash can, put you there, clear that out, and we'll connect you to there. And if everything is right, all I have to do is grab this, move this to over here, connect this into that, and tell it we're getting darker arcs going. Oh, no. Oh, we're missing a step. Yo, I know what step we're missing. This into this. Now I can get this. We can put that into there. Then we can put this into there. And there we go. Now we got this all going. Now the only thing I'm concerned about is this going to back up. I think eventually these are going to back up. But what I can do is I can put a stopgap in here and basically go, all right, when it gets to a gold coin, it'll go into there. So this will have to go all the way up there before it backlogs. And if I do it for one, I got to do it for the other. So we'll put that there like that. And I can just kind of let this roll. Now, are we going to have backlog issues? We may have backlog issues here. And it does look like I think it'll fix itself out. Is it as simple as this is half as fast as that? I think that's technically I would need two. If I wanted it to be optimized, I'd need 2 of these for one of these. The question is, do I care? Maybe? I think I care. So give me a minute. I'm going to reroute all this stuff and I'll bring you all right back. At the time of this recording, we have 26 subscribers in the channel. If you're enjoying the content and the story and you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Help us get to 100. So I've doubled this all up and I think everything is going to be copacetic. Just So we've got 2 here, into here. The coins are feeding in here. We've got everything feeding in here, into here, into here. So everything's hooked up. I just want to make sure that we don't have any major backups, and it doesn't look like, so far it looks like everything is running the way that we need it to. This is eventually going to fill. This is going to fill up, but this is going to stop it, so that's fine. And this will eventually start backing up. So you see the coins are backing up in here, and eventually, slowly but surely, this will fill up, and then we'll have to put that there. So that is doing everything that we needed to do, and we're just 7 away from being able to unlock whatever it is that, what are we going to unlock? A new recipe, Sentinel meat. All right, cool. I don't know what Sentinel meat is, but I would imagine it has something to do with these. And somewhere along the lines, we're gonna have to figure out how to make these things, which these aren't even, do we have names for them? No, we don't have names for them because we haven't made them yet. We have to make them before we can find out what the names are. That's perfectly okay with, I'm okay with that. It might have something to do with the birds. Oh, wait. All right, so we can make this. Is this one of the things that we need? Recipes. Yes, so this is one of the things we're gonna need to make. And we're gonna have 200 of those to, oh, that's to make, well, we need 200 of this to make one of that. How many of those are we gonna have to make? Oh, just one. We just need one. Okay, cool. All right, so hang on a second. We've got one more to come through here, and it will ding. All right, so, yay. Soul magic. All right, what did we unlock? We got a new recipe. Question is, oh, hang on, before we do that, let's turn that on and look back into here. And is this the recipe that we unlocked? I guess. Yeah, it's at 2 or 3. It's hard to tell. I think that's 2 of these and a bird that makes this and a unifier. All right, we'll have to figure that out in the near future. It looks like what we'll do is we'll unlock this. This doubles the speed of every machine, which is not a bad thing. And then we'll go into the fused metals and the chassis, I think would be the next logical thing before we work on these. Now, the metals are made how? The metals are, all right, one of these green bricks, this and that. Okay, the star is one of these, and we get this by obsidian. Obsidian comes from this recipe out of here, so we can take this to make, hang on a second. So we're gonna make these, then we're gonna make these. We're gonna take these into here to make that. Take this to disenchant to get that. And then we'll have to figure out how to make a coin to make that. Then this is just made from coins. And that is made from, oh, we haven't made these in a long time. You know, how do we make these guys again? Where's the recipe for this? Oh, here it is. So this and this. So, okay, I see how this is gonna work. So we have to take one setup, disenchant, and we have to take everything except for the bottle to make these. The bottle can be used and combined to make this. And then we can make coins out of these on one setup. Then another setup is, wow. Yeah, it's getting, well, I'm not gonna say convoluted, I'm gonna say complicated. But on the other hand, I'm okay with that. All right, so let's check on what we're doing and see if anything's backing up. So I don't see, none of this is backing up. This is finally getting to the point that we'll get the gold coins. This is fine. This is all fine in here. That's fine. This is all fine. So nothing's clogging up here. These coins are clogging up, but that's fine because that's our safety valve. So we're making everything that we can as fast as we can. Now the only thing that we could do is we could take this and double this up. And I could do that. Or I could just let it run and go get a cup of coffee and a sandwich and come back. I'm opting for the second thing, right? I'm not in a hurry to get this thing done. And as I told you guys in the past, that, you know, the thing that I enjoy about this game the most is the fact that you can set it to play how you want to, and this is how I choose to play it. So, yeah, I'm just gonna let this run, and you know, we'll be back in a little bit. I only need, what, 64? These are running at, how fast are these running? These are running at, well, let me find one that's 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi, 11 Mississippi, 12 Mississippi, 13 Mississippi, 14 Mississippi, 15 Mississippi. So this is on a 15-minute cycle. And it may be because, yeah, because we're waiting on 2 of them to come in. I'm okay with that. So that's 15 seconds. There's 4 of them in 15 seconds. It takes, is it 3? It takes 3 of these to go into here. So this is 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi. So roughly 7 seconds. Once it gets going, even if it's 1 every 15 seconds, that's 4 minute, 60 divided by 4. What's that, 12 minutes, 15 minutes? Yeah, enough to enjoy a cup of coffee and a sandwich and, you know, some chips. All right, so we'll just let it run and we'll be back in a little bit. All right, we're down to the last one. All right, she's brewing, and ding, just like that, it is done. All right, guys, you've made it this far. You guys are rock stars, and I greatly appreciate it. So the question of the day is, eggs and bacon, oatmeal, or cereal? What's your breakfast go-to? Or donuts? All right, so next time we get together, we're going to work on these right here. We're going to work on these right here and figure out how to do that. And it looks like we need to unlock these and then unlock these and then this. I'm guessing. Not 100% sure, but that's what it looks like right now. But, you know, we'll figure it out when we get there. All right, guys, I appreciate you all watching and all the love and support. If I don't see you between now and then, have a fantastic week. And as always, happy farming.